Alright, here we go again. Another backflip from the coalition, this time on one of the biggest cost of living issues hitting Aussies hard: insurance. Just 17 days ago, opposition leader Dutton made a bold claim. He stood in front of the cameras, staring down big insurance companies and promising real action, threatening to break them up if they were caught price gouging everyday Australians. But now, poof, that promise has disappeared quicker than a politician dodging a tough question. Back then, he told Sky News Australia that the coalition would step in if insurance companies were ripping off consumers. And fair enough. Aussies are getting smashed by rising premiums. And for many, insurance is becoming a luxury rather than a necessity. But today, we wake up to a very different tune. This morning, Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor fronted the media at the Financial Review Business Summit and quietly let slip that, actually, breaking up big insurers is no longer on the table. Now, the so-called big stick policy will only target supermarkets and hardware chains. Yep, you heard that right. Supermarkets and Bunnings might cop some heat, but insurance companies? They are off the hook. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The insurance industry was not happy when Dutton first floated this idea. There was a huge pushback, strong lobbying, political pressure, and a whole lot of noise behind the scenes. And then, out of nowhere, this policy gets dropped? You don't need to be a genius to read between the lines. Was there a deal made? Did the insurance giants twist a few arms in Canberra? Or was this just another case of the coalition biting off more than they could chew? Now, let's not forget. This all comes as insurance companies are bracing for an avalanche of claims from Cyclone Alfred, which has battered Queensland and New South Wales. So, is this backflip about political strategy, or is it about protecting the big players who are about to take a financial hit? And here's another kicker. When grilled on whether the insurance crackdown was ever a serious plan, Angus Taylor said, and I quote, "We've been clear on this." Yeah, mate, real clear, clear as mud. So, what does this mean for everyday Aussies? Well, don't hold your breath for cheaper insurance anytime soon. If you were hoping for real competition, real action, and real relief from skyrocketing premiums, it looks like you've been taken for a ride. Now, let's be real. Politicians backflipping isn't exactly breaking news. But when you promise struggling Aussies relief on a major cost of living issue and then quietly walk it back just a couple of weeks later, that's not just politics. That's a stitch up. So, what do you reckon? Did the insurance giants get their way? Was this ever a serious policy, or just a bit of political theatre? Let us know in the comments. And while you're at it, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll keep calling out the nonsense so you don't have to.